It's your boy King, dog. Welcome back again to another vlog. Literally, I made a video I think earlier today. It was so horrible, bro. The video was great. The video was great. All of the content that I've been posting after I've committed to YouTube have gotten better, and I enjoy what I say and how I express myself. But the audio and the graphic was ass. It was crazy. Like, it made me realize that I do need a new phone. I really do. I do need a new phone. I need to, do something about that pretty soon. I already put it in my action goals. So me, I take what I do is, let's just say you have a job, right? You know, and you got one job, right? And every month from that job you see about $1,800 a month. Now you want to calculate your whole amount that you making in that month. Lowball it, you understand? Don't put the exact amount. Probably take like $200 off. It's also do 1,600 times 12. Then when you get that amount right on what's not, then you create a spending sheet. You understand? You do that amount to see how much money that you will be seeing at the end of the year, how much money that you're supposed to be receiving. And then after that, you already know you got goals, you got bills, and this and that. You do all that included. So what you do is when you calculate the amount of money that you make in that month, then you calculate the amount of money that you would have to pay for your rent. That's automatically. You understand? Your rent like water. You understand? Some people, they got efficiencies like me. You understand? So everything is included. So you know you lowball it. You understand? So let's just say you calculate how much money you're gonna be spending for your monthly rent for that whole year. You understand? Now you subtract that from that money. You understand? That you know that you would be making for that whole year from your job. And then you would see how much your spending is, how much money that you have to spend. You understand? To buy your essentials, your clothes, wash your clothes, all type of stuff like that. Now once you have that amount of money, now what you do is you write down another section, or what's not, you put spending. Basically, you already have your spending amount, and you know how much money that you make a month, and then you also know how much money that you're gonna be paying for rent for that whole year. You understand? And you already subtract that out, so you already know how much money that you are able to spend on stuff that you need to get. And then basically what you do is every check that you get from your work, you write from the month that it start and the end of the month of the year. You understand? You don't gotta put the days, you understand? But you just put the month and the end of that month. You understand? Now when you get your first check, you put that in. You understand? Let's just say you get paid about 400. You make money weekly. You understand? You get paid $400 or $500 every week. Now, when you get paid $500 every week, you understand? You put that in the spending. You understand? Like basically, boom, you already calculate everything else. You understand? You know how much the rent is. You know how much money you're making in a year, and then you know how much money that you could spend. You understand? There's some stuff on what's not. You understand? Once you already subtracted the amount of rent that you're gonna be paying for that year from the income that you're making. Now, when you write down your first check, you understand what's now you put 500. You understand? Then the next week you put 1,000. Then the next week put 1,500. Now you just keep on doing that while you're spending regular and stuff like that was not, but now you're more aware of the amount of income that you're making and stuff. You understand? And you are more cautious of what you're spending your money on. You're more decisive with what you're choosing to buy and stuff like that. And you also know when you can target your goals. You understand? So that's the number one thing. You want to know when you can target your goals. That's always the number one thing because you want to get these stuff done. You understand? So that's what I'm doing. You understand? I'm just telling you. You understand what I'm doing? If it makes sense to you, you would go there and take a look and stuff like that about it. Pretty soon, once I have my YouTube equipments and stuff like that, was not, I'll be breaking this whole thing down, but I'll be showing you my spending sheet and what's not, and basically how I calculate my income and stuff like that. Was not, you have two jobs, that's even better, and everything, you have a better advantage and what's not, but still calculate your spending and what's not, so that way you know how much money you're bringing in every month. You understand? You would know if your job is shorting you a certain amount of money every month. I ain't say go talk to them and be like, hey man, we're having my money. Like, no, it's just having you aware of what's not so like basically not every time you're gonna see that certain amount of money, and now you're knowing and stuff like that. Now at the end of that year, when you calculate when the amount of money that you've been bringing in and you've been adding it up, when the end of the year reach the same amount of money that you previously wrote that you made an estimate of, that you lowball, you're gonna see if the amount of money that you actually made when you calculate everything up, you understand, as you go, you understand, when that end of the year, the end of the year reach or what's not so, you're gonna look and see, oh, do I make more money that I put when I made my first estimate of how much that I should supposed to be seeing, or am I making lower than that? You understand? And that gonna help you a lot, you understand, on what's not with figuring out, what's not, yeah, if you want to get more money and stuff like that, and what's not, basically it would start to drive you to be more ambitious, you understand, it would start to push you, you understand, so it's like, bro, these are the type of stuff that you do need to be doing. You understand? These are stuff that, you understand, like, these just regular stuff, bro. They don't teach us this stuff in school. They don't teach us how to calculate our money. They don't teach us how to calculate our spending. They don't teach us how to use credit. You understand? They don't teach us how to manage a business, create our business, and stuff like that. These are stuff that we have to find out when we come out of school. You understand? When we try to do it ourselves. You understand? So this is why I say, when you have someone that's starting the stage with you, you understand? Like, I'm not saying that I'm above you. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that, bro, me and you are the same, bro. You understand? We all have a lot of shit going on. You understand? But that don't mean that you can't create or, elevate yourself and stuff like that. You understand? You can, you understand? You just have to manage your spending. You just have to know where your money is going, you understand? And you gotta know what's important, what you should do, and when you can do, you understand, your projects or whatever, or your goals and stuff like that. So I got great news today. You understand? I got something to show y'all boys. Girls too. But this what I just got came in today. You understand? You see what it say? You see what it say, bro. My bad, it's upside down. You see what it say? What it says. Yeah. It says. You see what it say, bro? Capture card, bro. This is why I told you. Manage your spending. You understand? Because even when you have little money coming in, you could see what you can get, what you cannot get. You understand? You can make plans for the bigger goals. You understand? So this, remember I told you, I'm trying to get my equipment and stuff like that, so that way I could be live streaming on all four platforms. Right now, I'm only live streaming on YouTube. My goal is to be live streaming on all four platforms. You understand? So this right here is my capture card, or what's not, that they said that you need to do YouTube and everything. So you understand? And if you notice it, you understand, this is like for gaming. I got my PS5, but I'm gonna get a PC too, you understand? So maybe when I get my PC, I'll probably be giving away my PS5 to, one of my subscribers when I am monetized. So stay tuned for that. It's brand new. It's only like a year old. So my goal is to be monetized by maybe 2 months from now. So, but I'm trying to push. I'm trying to push to get there. But the topic of what I was talking about earlier today when I made my first live earlier today that I canceled and deleted and everything, so it was basically about the first live that I made prior before that, when I was speaking about losses. You understand, when you gotta cut people off in your environment and stuff like that, so because it's like, bro, if you cannot control what's happening, the habits and the nature of things that's going on around you, and and it's constantly having you in danger and stuff like that. You understand? It's endangering your mental health. It's making your anger elevate every day. You understand? It's just a constant irritation. You gotta cut it out. You understand? You gotta cut it out. You have to distance yourself from that. You have to separate yourself. You have to get your peace back. You gotta get your peace of mind. You gotta cultivate yourself. So earlier was not when I made my live video. I was working out. I made a workout video and stuff like that. But I had my phone on my bed and some stuff. So the audio was even if the video was crappy, I still would have posted. You understand? If the HD quality wasn't there, but the audio was not there. So it's like y'all didn't hear anything I was saying. So, I was like, bro, it don't make no point of for me just to send this video if I know that they can't hear it and the video HD quality is terrible. You understand? I don't know, but when I first was doing it, I think it was the distance that I was at from the phone and stuff like that and everything. So it's all, crazy. But what I was speaking about was that basically I was telling you like a story on how it was when I was in the shelter and I just started doing my two jobs. I haven't started the second one, but I got hired, so I was supposed to start that like probably the next week. So when I went into the shelter or whatever, the shorty that I had previously in my other crib, you understand, when I lost my crib, you understand, she ended up getting like a check for her car accident. She got like I think about 4 or 5 bands from that. And she ended up breaking me off for like 750 or some shit. And when she break me off from the 750, she pull up to the shelter. You understand? What's not? She put the 750 inside of my hand. And then from that point on, like I had like a band. Yeah, I was still doing one job, but my second job was gonna come in. So I ended up meeting another shorty whilst I was trying to get into the shelter, and I didn't like how the shelter was. It was Broward partnership, but it felt like jail. They was tracking my every move. They wanted me to do paperwork and stuff all of the time. And when I'm coming in, when I'm leaving, I was like, bro, I don't think I could do all of this and target my goals. So you understand? I'm modified. They had a strict policy, so certain stuff wasn't allowed. You understand? So it's like, bro, I said, I have a better chance of just going inside, like a motel or a hotel. So I was talking with Shorty for like 5 days. I only known her for like 5 days. But you understand, like I'm a real nigga, like you understand. So it's like, bro, it don't matter how long I know you, like you understand. I'm gonna show you that either way you put it, you link with me, like you understand, like we locked in, you understand, off rip. So now it's not. I hit her up or whatever, so she was tugging it over inside of her whip or what's not. I think 1 o'clock in the night, her peoples would allow her to go inside the crib, but when 7 o'clock in the morning reached, she had to leave. You understand? She didn't have no job, but she had like a little SSI coming in every month. You understand? So she was doing her thing. So I hit her. I was like, yo, it's not like I see what I you understand. I know you told me what you're going through and stuff that I like, but if you wanna, you understand, make something work with me or whatever, so and so, boom, you understand, I'm gonna hold you down. You understand? She said, yeah, so boom, I said, boom, just pull up, come get me. She was all the way in West Palm. She came all the way down to Pompano. As soon as she came all the way down to Pompano, you understand, I already started packing all of my stuff up from the shelter, all that, you understand, and everything. So took all that, went over to the front. Shorty came through, seeing they went there, book a motel. You understand? Then ever since then, I was paying like $2,000 for the motel. Shorty card tagged it expired. You understand? Paid that. You understand? She never had gas. Put gas. You understand? That way I could commute to. You understand? Working for. You understand? Because I was at some far distant hotels. You understand? But because she had wheels, I could get to and from work. So boom, you understand? We making shit work and stuff like that. You understand? And then, but Shorty didn't want to go inside no efficiency. She wanted me to spend like $4,000 whilst I'm paying 2 bands a month. for a motel. She wanted me to spend $4,000 to get into an apartment. Meanwhile, she had no income. You understand? That little SSI that she was coming in, she needed that. Like, you understand? She needed that to take care of her stuff because she was in debt too. Like, her people done fuck her over. Like, her people done took like 3,900 loan on her. $300 loan on her. Like, you understand? When she got like the 30K from her SSI, the only thing she really did was bought her car. And you understand? Everybody else, she just gave money to. You understand? She never even invested on getting a crib. You understand what's not like? How the hell you get a car but didn't get you a crib? Like, it's crazy to me. So boom, I ended up making a decision because she was like, oh, if I go into efficiency, she not coming. So I'm like, all right, boom. So 2 months later, I was like, bro, I'm gonna just go inside the efficiency because it's like I'm spending unnecessary money for no reason when I know I could use this money to cultivate something. So I went there, got inside my crib. My crib is nice. You understand? It's not bad, bro. It's not bad, bro. It's nice, bro. You understand? So went there. I got inside my crib. You understand? What's not shoddy and coming true. So now we in the crib, we vibing, what's not. You understand? But her homeboys used to be using her whip. Like before she met me, like her homeboys was using her whips 24/7. Cause like, you understand? So it barely even felt like it was her car. So now since she rocking with me, I cut that whole shit out. I'm like, nah, these niggas ain't using this shit no more, bro. You understand? But Shawty was always hesitating on basically like letting this one homeboy use her car, bro. Like she always like, oh, you understand? This my best friend. Yeah, you understand? I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm your nigga. Like, you understand? It's not like if you want this nigga to be whipping inside your shit, go be with him. Like, you understand? So she was like, nah, nah, nah. I'm like, bro, listen, bro. You either gonna listen to me or dip. You understand? So boom, from that point on, you understand? Flipping, we ended up coming inside his crib. Mind you now, I went to her mom. Her mom, you understand, was going through a little struggle, but her lifestyle, her crib was nice. Like, you understand, nice. But her mom was always saying that she didn't have any income or couldn't find no other ways of income. So I was like, boom, you got a driver's license, let me set up Uber and DoorDash and stuff like that for you. So as soon as I went there and I set up Uber and DoorDash for her, I said, yo, listen, bro, what's my soul? Like, let your daughter, you understand, bust down a couple plays on the DoorDash while she used to Uber. Boom, you understand? And she could run up her money and get her, she had a permit, but I was like, she get her driver's license and she won't need to use your shit for like that long. You understand? She'll be back on point. Mama said, all right, boom, yeah, but mama wasn't gonna let her, you understand, use it because she didn't like how her daughter been acting and treating everybody in the family. You understand? Or it's not. So, to me, she got it. You understand? So now, boom, Shawty had an SSI coming in. Shawty wanted a telecom job. You understand? Where you be phone calls, so you understand, telegram. I don't know what the hell it is, but she wanted one of those jobs. I'm like, bro, listen, bro, just get you a fast food job or something, like anything that could hire you right now, cause you just need income. So it took time, but 2 months later, she ended up deciding to get a fast food job. So one, she got an SSI coming in. She got a fast food job that she finna start like next week. You understand? That's all when we got inside of the crib. She ended up getting that other job. You understand? He just was waiting on the time to start. And then her mama gave her the DoorDash account already set up and ready. So now she can start making money on some artists. So tell me why we inside this crib, right? I used all of my income, you understand, that I made in that 1 week, you understand, and everything to pay 1,200 to get inside this spot. Boom. As soon as we get inside the spot, I'm broke. So she also got food stamp too. So I'm like, boom, that week she was a food stamp, put food inside the crib. I'm like, all right, boom. Next week when I start getting paid, I'm gonna start having bread again, you understand? So now we inside the crib, we vibing and stuff like that. Was not. Tell me why. As soon as we got inside of the crib, bro, the next day, I set up my YouTube channel on all platforms, my nigga. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you understand? Tread, Twitch, you understand? Kick, Patreon. I set up all of that, like, you understand? So I spent like the whole 4 hours in the night till 4 o'clock in the morning setting that whole stuff up. And then, you understand, the next day I started shooting my videos every single day after that, you understand, just making sure that I had content coming in. You understand? I've been going out there and everything, so on. So talking to people, promoting myself. I even though YouTube promote your videos, you understand? I know I just got inside the game, so I don't expect, you understand, people to be subscribing. So it shit don't go like that unless, you understand. I was always taught when I was a kid, closed mouth don't get fed. You understand? So you gotta speak up. So me, you understand, I'm speaking up for me, you understand. So now when like as soon as I got my YouTube page coming in, and then I started posting my first video. You understand? When I'm at my work, I'm trying to promote my YouTube channel, my Instagram and stuff like that. But my main focus is YouTube. And so I'm like, I only want my YouTube monetized right now. And all these other pages, I get them monetized after my YouTube is monetized. You understand? So I'm promoting my page. You understand what's not? I'm bringing in subscribers. I'm bringing in subscribers every day. I'm promoting my page, promoting my page, trying to reach that 1,000 subscriber. So now I'm like, okay, Friday. You understand? Like this been like a week went by, and you understand Friday was coming. And basically, I think on that Wednesday, Shorty car ran out of gas, bro. You understand? She didn't have no gas. Remember, I said I used all my income to get inside the crib, so I had no way of putting funds inside of her car for gas to commute for that 3 days so I could get to work. You understand? Offer her to start doing DoorDash. She hit up her peoples for some bread. Nobody was coming through. Everybody going through something. You understand? So nah, you understand? Mind you, now a lot of her peoples them owe her bread. You understand some shit, but again, you understand? You give them free money. You understand? So you can't judge them because it's like, bro, everybody going through something. You understand? So nah, I'm like, all right, boom. Friday. Once I get off work, I'ma just go home, put gas in the car. You understand? Get some essentials or whatever. So on. So on Friday night, I was supposed to be going down there to the beach to go and shoot a YouTube video. You understand? So that way it's like the same stuff I was doing, promoting my YouTube channel, you understand, on my daily life job, you understand? I'm promoting. So I'm like, bro, I'm gonna shoot a YouTube video of me doing the same thing, like promoting to show y'all how serious I am about trying to get monetized on YouTube. So you understand? I was like, tonight I'm gonna go down there to the beach and just walk around and be like, yo, subscribe to my channel, and see what these people say, you understand? And probably try to get some little conversations in, you understand? Probably about what I do, what I bring to the table, or whatever. So but I was like, bro, when I go there, bro, I ain't trying to do all that talking. I ain't trying to, you understand, be copy and paste. Like, you understand, oh, yes, every person I'm telling them the same thing. Like, no, bro, like, you understand, you finna subscribe or not, my nigga. You understand? If not, we finna, you understand, you understand, we finna get off on your ass, cause like that's just how it was gonna go. So I already hit up my homeboy. I said, yo, could you be my cameraman or some shit? He said, boom, yeah, he could be my cameraman. It's not just slide through and come get him. You understand? I hit my other homeboy. I said, yo, you trying to pop out just to, you understand, show face on the camera low key, you understand, whatever. He said, yeah, boom, that's cool. So now I'm like, all right, you understand? Once once I get off, you understand, take care of these certain things, make sure food and stuff like that in the crib so Shorty got to eat. Go over for 2 hours, you understand, down there to the beach, shoot a video or whatever, so on, so get as much subscribers as I can, you understand, and then head back to the house because I got work the next day. I already worked every single day, you understand, so I had work the next day. So tell me why Friday, right? I'm at work. You understand? Friday, I'm at work and what's not. And then Shorty ended up calling me like around 2 o'clock. You understand? Or some stuff. I was about to get off like in an hour, but Shorty ended up calling me around 2 o'clock. She said, "Oh, her homeboy called her, the same best friend." She say her homeboy ended up calling and said, "Oh, he got some bread to put gas in the car or whatever." So I said, "Boom." He said, "Oh, can she go see him or whatever, so and so, and get the, you understand, the bread for the gas?" I said, "Yeah, man, you understand? Like, shit, if he finna give you some bread to put gas, go ahead and get that one time, so that way I probably won't have to put gas tonight. You understand? I probably just, you understand? Like, she could go get that bread, drop him back off at the shelter or whatever, so on. So I start doing DoorDash before she go to the crib. So you understand? By the time I get off, she to come pick a nigga up. You understand? We take care of these errands, and then after then, I drop her off at the crib, get ready, and go shoot this video. So tell me why, you understand? She went there, she go in there, pick him up or whatever, so and so. And she said she had to go to her job to get her uniform. So I like, all right, boom, go there, get your uniform, and start running up some dollars, try to get some money coming in from that gas that he put in. I know he ain't giving you much, probably like $15, $20. You understand? Not even 20, like, you understand? Like her shit was on 0 miles. Brody only put it to 90, you understand? So that means he probably only put 15. So tell me why when I called her, she said, "Oh, she at the DMV." I said, "What you doing at DMV? You ain't got no bread to do no driver's license or you understand, or update your ID with the address or anything like that. You understand? You ain't got no mail coming out my crib yet. Like you understand? Cause it's like, bro, you understand? Like we just got in here." He said, no, Brody at the DMV taking care of his business and she outside waiting on him." Now this like 20 minutes before I'm about to get off, so you understand? I'm like, all right, but you know I'm getting off like in 10 minutes. The fact that you even took Brody to the DMV, knowing that I'm about to be getting off, you understand? You know when people go in the DMV, that's gonna be a good minute. So you understand? Basically I tell her like, all right, boom, just slide through here at 3 o'clock. Come get me, and then you understand if Brody's still in the DMV or whatever, so we just go there and pick him up, and you understand from that point on, take care of the errands, and then you could drop me off, and then you could go there, and you understand, chill with Brody and just be back at a certain time, so I could go there, you understand, and flip in and shoot this YouTube video. He said, you understand? She said, yeah, okay. Now 3 o'clock, reach out here, shorty up. I said, yo, you on the way? She said, nah, she can't come. I said, what you mean? You understand? What you mean you can't come? She said, oh, she can't come because Brody's still in the DMV and Brody told her to wait. I said, bro, is this nigga your nigga, bro? Like, why you so quick to listen to this nigga, bro? Like, you understand? Like, you only went over there to go pick him up for the bread, my nigga. Like, you understand? It ain't supposed to be no you taking care of his errands, you taking Brody to go pick up his check. You understand? I'm your nigga. I need to go pick up my check. How the hell you making sure this nigga picking up your check, his check, and he don't even live with you? This nigga stay in the shelter. Like, you understand? You supposed to be making sure I get my money to make sure that we good for the next week. You understand? Until I get paid again next week. You understand? So now, you understand what's nonsense? So she said, oh, you understand? So she said, oh, I just catch the bus to go there. I said, all right, bet. I'm going to go catch the bus. So jump on the bus, you understand, and what's not. I picked up my bread, going back to the crib, you understand, and what's not. Now I'm at the crib, bruh, you understand. It's probably around 6 o'clock now. You understand? I'm at the crib, what's not. They still on route, bro. They still on route, you understand. They still in the car doing all type of shit, cause I don't know. You understand? So now I pull up to the crib, you understand. As soon as I pull up to the crib, freshen up and all that other type of stuff, Brody ended up calling my phone. Brody said, "Hey, yo, fam, what's not so and so. I just wanted to ask you if I could use Eve card tonight. You understand? What's not?" I said, I, I said, I look at the boy. I look at the phone. You understand? And then I said, "Listen, bro, Eve, no, my bad. I'm calling names." I said, "Bro, Shawty, know that I got something to do tonight, bro. She know I got a play to do tonight. She know I got some shit to do tonight, bro. You understand? If she wants you to use her car, nigga, listen, bro." I said, "Listen, bro. If Shawty wants you to use her car, nigga, take that shit, bro." That's what I told him. I said, "Bro, take that shit, bro. You understand? If she wanna give it to you knowing that I got something to do, my boy, take it, my nigga. Cause she clearly can give you whatever the hell you want, right? So take it, my nigga." So Brody said, "All right, bet." You understand? So but Brody was cool. Like I said, I ain't got no beef with Brody, bro. You understand? This real nigga shit, bro. You understand? So Brody understand, all right, cool, but you need us to get anything before I drop her off? I said, yeah, like just pull up to the store, get a curtain, for the bathroom and a rod, you understand, or what's not, and tell her buy some food or whatever, so some toothpaste, you understand, some joy so we could wash dishes, you understand, all the type stuff, cause we just come inside the crib. I just brought these dishes in here, but we can't use these dishes until I know like they clean, like, you understand. So you understand, so that way we could tighten up the crib, you understand, and get some hangers so we could put our clothes in the closet, you understand, cause we still have that shit inside the suitcase, you understand. So Brody said, "All right, bet." You understand? So Brody told me, "Oh, this not I'm gonna pay her $50." Mind you, When he said he finna pay her $50, bro, I'm like, all right, you understand? So I'm thinking he finna give her 100 because it's like one, Brody already owed her $50 a month ago. You understand? She gave Brody $50 a month ago. She been hitting Brody up the whole month when she was with me to try to get that bread back because we needed. You understand? I was telling her to get that bread back so she could get some shit for the crib. You understand? Or get some shit for the motel at that time or the crib when we got in the crib. You understand? Shit could have helped us out. You understand? So he never had it. You understand? So basically, you understand? I said, all right, boom. I'm thinking she finna get 100. You understand? I know it's not. So I said, bro, if you finna get $100 for letting this nigga use your wheels tonight, bro, I can't be mad at you, bro. You understand? It's not like yeah, my YouTube playing important, but it's like that's bread, cuz. You understand? That's bread. Like that's $100, bro. Like you understand? Like all right, shawty. Like you understand? So as long as he brought the essential stuff that I said to bring, you understand? Everything would have been right. You understand? So tell me why after that they took another 2 hours. So I'm thinking they probably shopping or whatever, you understand? So I ended up calling Shorty. I said, yo, where you at? Like when you coming back? Like, you understand? So she said, oh, I'm right outside. So boom, I ended up opening up the door. Tell me when I open up the door, Shorty hand empty, bro. She got nothing in her hand, my nigga. She don't have nothing. She ain't got no joy. She ain't got no soap. She ain't got no hangers. She ain't got no food. If Cree ain't got no food, I got paid. I could have easily got food. I want to see if she would have get it. You understand? Was no ain't got none of that. You understand? And then I said, yo, where the car then? You understand? Like you ain't got the stuff. Where the car? So we go get these stuff. You understand? He said, oh, her homeboy got the car. She gave her homeboy the car. So I said, oh, so you give Brody the car. You didn't get none of the stuff that I need. You know that I needed to bust a play tonight. You understand? And what's not. And you give the car. So then I said, all right. So did Brody give you $100? Because you know he owed you $50. Mind you, now Shorty was supposed to call me and tell me, oh, I'm gonna lend him the car or whatever. So Shorty didn't call me. Brody called me. You understand? So I mean, if you letting this other nigga speak for you, bro. You understand? That's some shit. So now, you understand? I'm like, all right, boom. You understand? I'm like, boom, all right. You understand? Like, it's just a whole lot of red flags, red flags, red flags. So she walk inside and she giggling, she smiling, and she all that shit. You understand? I'm like, bro, you smell bad, cuz. Like, you understand? Like, I don't want my crib to smell like that for real. I tell her, go take a shower. She said, oh, no, I don't want to take a shower. Why the fuck you don't want to take a shower, nigga? Like, like, what's so important about this smell? Like, if I said I don't like the smell and I tell you go take a shower because I don't want to smell, like, what's so important that you want this smell on you and you want to lay in my bed with that smell on you? Like, you probably been doing some shit. You understand? So now whatever. So she started to put her stuff inside of the bathroom. You understand? And what's not. So I started thinking, car. I started thinking. I said, listen, bro, what you doing, cuz? You understand? I told her ass like, what you doing, bro? You understand? She said, what you mean? I said, bro, you know I had a play to do today. I had to shoot a YouTube video, you understand, today at the beach. You understand? You know I had to get essential stuff for the crib, you understand? So that way we could have tightened this shit up, clean it up, make sure it look nice, you understand? Supposed to get the hanger so we could hold our clothes up, you understand? So that way that shit ain't in the suitcase no more, you understand? I was not. I would have only had the car for 2 hours, and then I would have been back home at 1 o'clock. Like, you understand? So it's like you lend Brody the car, and Brody only paid you $50. I'm like, bitch, you didn't make no money, nigga. He just paid you money. Brody owed her $50 for a whole month, bro. So this nigga really ain't paid shit, bro. He only paid her what he owed her. You understand? So she didn't made no bread off of letting him use the car. I'm like, bro, you a stupid ass bitch, car. Like, how the hell you can let another nigga win on me, car? How the hell you my girl, but you want another nigga to go win? And guess what? Brody wanted to use the car to go fuck on some shit, car. You understand? So you fuck up my play that I was trying to do. You understand? And if my shit went true, you know me and you would be straight with this YouTube shit. You understand? But you give this nigga the car so he can go fuck on some pussy, bro? The fuck? I'm this nigga in the shelter, bro? Stupid asshole. So how it is was not. I told her, bro, if you'd have bought the shit, you understand that I told you, I probably would have let you slide, bro. But you didn't even bring the shit, bro. You understand? Or was not. So now flipping shorty ended up coming saying, oh, this and that. Why you always want to use my car? I said, bitch, cause I'm your nigga, bro. And I need shit to take care of. So to make sure me and you good. You understand? So now she said, oh, what was you doing before me? As soon as she said that, I said, what? Cause you understand, like when she said some shit like that, she mean oh walking, you understand? So I said, bitch, I been catching bus, you understand? I been catching bus. What the hell you talking about, man? Like, you understand? Your car was down for 3 days. I been catching bus, you understand? This shit ain't new to me, you understand? So then how did she say, oh, stick to doing that? I said, all right, bet. Listen, get the fuck out of my credit card. Call Brody to come pick you up right now. You understand? Get the fuck out of my credit card. You ain't making no sense. You a stupid asshole, cuz. I've been holding you down for the past 3 motherfucking months. You ain't had no motherfucking bread. You ain't give me $1, nigga. You understand? You want to talk to me like this, but you want a broke motherfucking nigga using you and shit, cuz. Man, get the fuck over. Like, you understand? I can easy get my whip cut. Like, you understand? It's just I'm choosing to make sure I solidify my business and my career first before I go and drop my wheels. You understand? I get my drip and all my that shit cut. I like, shorty, I'm making $3 a month already. I'm paying for everything. You understand? Me doing this YouTube shit or whatever, so it's just me trying to, you understand, motivate and show people the play that I'm about to do regardless without this YouTube shit, my nigga. So now it was not so and so, you understand? Shorty ended up walking over the door. You understand? So as soon as she walked over the door, right? I took all the shit, nigga. The fuck? I took all her shit, put her shit outside in front of the door, my nigga. Everything, I took everything out. Then I locked my door and walked to the smoke shop to go get me a pre-roll just to go smoke on that bitch, cuz. So now, you understand? I start walking or whatever, so tell me why flipping after I get my pre-roller up. You understand? I'm walking back. I seen Shorty, bro. I seen Shorty walking towards me. You won't believe what the bitch had, cuz. Bro, cuz, listen. The bitch came with a small bottle of soap, cuz. I'ma show you it, cuz. She give me this shit right now, cuz. I'ma show you this shit, cuz. Shotty came with this, bro. She came with this tiny little bottle of soap, cuz. That's probably like $1 or something, cuz. She made $50. This is the only shit that she bought. You understand? For the past 3 months, Shorty been with me, cuz. This the only shit she ever bought, cuz. You understand? So now, she came through, you understand, with a bottle of motherfucking Joy soap. And then or whatever, so she was like, oh here, I know you needed to wash the dishes or whatever, so I said, listen here, I said, listen here, bro, I don't need that, bro. I could buy my own shit, cause like you understand, I been out my bread, like you understand. If I had my wheels, or if you can't show the car, I would have went over there and bought it myself. I didn't need your money, you understand? But because you was out there doing whatever you was doing with Brody, I said get it. And when you come back, I would have given you the bread so that way she have money. You understand? I would have already made sure she have. I always make sure she got money to get to and from when she need to get something. You understand? Regardless. You understand? So now I'm like, bro, you a stupid asshole, cuz. You understand? So I'm like, bro, listen, I don't need that, bro. So she ended up throwing it inside my crib. So I was like, shit. You understand? I don't worry about that. So now I'm like, bro, call Brody. Like, where Brody at? You understand? This is about like an hour already gone by. I'm like, bro, call Brody. Like, where Brody at? You understand? Was not Brody need to come get you, bro. You understand? So she's like, oh, this not he coming. You understand? Was not. China Shorty never text bro. She said she never texted me inside. She never texted him and say, oh, she outside, she got kicked out and stuff like that. She need him to come pick her up inside of him to come pick her up inside of her car. You understand? All her shit outside, all that shit. She ain't say none of that. So you understand? I see time going by or whatever. So I said, listen, bro. Since Brody said he gonna be back tomorrow, I said, all right, listen. I'ma allow you, my nigga. I'ma allow you to spend one night here, bro. You understand? One night, my nigga. You understand? And then in the morning time, when Brody come through, you gotta be gone. I gotta leave to go catch the bus at 12 o'clock. You gotta be gone. You understand? So mind you now, you see me, I'm a real nigga, cuz. So if I let a shorty come back into my crib, cuz, and I say you can spend one night, cuz, even if, you understand, I kick your ass or whatever. So I still told your ass that you can spend one night, bro. You understand? Shorty could have gone and Shorty came inside or whatever, so on. So you understand, she bathed, she freshened up and all my that shit. You understand, and was not. She ain't never tried to make. She ain't never tried to get on my good side, cuz. You understand? She ain't never tried to get on my good side, cuz she stayed on her phone. She stayed, you understand, covered up under her own sheet, all type of shit. Like, you understand? She ain't never tried to, you understand, consolidate a nigga. I didn't care. I was working out, all that exercise and all type of shit. So tell me why people's end up calling. She ended up telling her people, oh, I can't kick her out. You understand? So now, you understand? All people still like, oh, this and that, what you did. So I told her auntie the same shit I told you, man. Her auntie said, what? You let this stupid ass boy use your car for $50 and he owe you $50? You ain't made no money. King been holding you down from ever since he met you. You been paying for everything. You had no money. King helped you get DoorDash. King told you to go work fast food. And you got your SSI coming in. So now you making just as much money as King. You understand? Y'all supposed to be lit right now. Like, you understand? Y'all supposed to be getting lit right now. You understand? So I'm like, yeah, but you know, Shawty stupid as fuck. Like, you understand? So, boom, she ended up saying, oh, uh, you think he, King think he think, she said, oh, King think he the shit only because he put a roof over my head and he made sure I ate every single day and he always make sure my clothes was washed and you know we had Netflix and soon seeing day we move inside her cut internet, Netflix, TV, all that PS5, King. Yeah, so we had everything like, bro. It's like, bro, as soon as we came in here, it's like we was in here forever, my nigga. Like, you understand? Like we been living here, my nigga. You understand? But she hated the crib car. Like, I don't like it. It's too small. I'm like, you know, efficiency's got no motherfucking stove, my nigga. My shit got a stove, microwave, fridge. You understand? A nice size kitchen, a even better, nicer bathroom. You understand? And a decent looking motherfucking living room, my nigga, with a motherfucking nice closet. Like, this shit is this shit is exactly what I was praying for. You understand? I'm like, bro, I'm living in my dream right now. I don't know why the hell you telling me. You understand? I ain't there for real. I'm like, bro, this just a stepping stone, bro. This is just somewhere I'm gonna hold down to cultivate everything. Like, you understand? Now once I get everything cultivated and all of the pieces, you understand, where they need to be, then at that point my income will be more than £3. And then I could be like, okay, let me try to go get that nice ass apartment. When I do get that nice ass apartment, it's not gonna be no regular ass apartment, my nigga. I'm gonna be living in downtown. You understand? And one of them buildings that the rich white people be at. You understand? I got everything: pool, jacuzzi, everything down there, pool, gym. You understand? Restaurants outside, clubs, all that. Like, I'm gonna be where the action at. You understand? That's the goal. Make so much money to be where the action at. You understand? That's some shit. So now, whatever. You understand? Like, I'm like, boom. You understand? Shorty started snitching on herself, bro. So her auntie was like, oh, this is not, you letting your homeboy use your shit. This is not, what's not, your homeboy don't love you. Your homeboy don't care about you. Like, you understand? He only want to use you because you have a car. As soon as your car gone, your homeboy don't know you. You understand? Shorty start saying, yeah, he love me. I know he love me. I could prove to you that he love me. I got text messages of him telling me how much he love me and stuff like that. I could show you. Y'all don't know what's going on. I know he love me. I'm like, oh, so you trying to tell me that whole time? Remember, whole time I met Shorty, she been calling Brody mean, cuz. She been calling Brody mean from the jump. I never cut him off. You understand? That's how she been. I was like, bro, this is weird, bro. You riding this nigga dick too hard, cuz. You understand? So I'm watching her snitch on herself, bro. Yes, so I'm like, damn, I know it was deeper. I know it was deeper than what it was, cause now you just told everybody is not it. You know he love you, cuz. Like, what? You love him too, ain't it? You understand? So boom, but I'm like, Brody over there fucking on some different shit. You understand? What, you love him, ain't it? So I'm like, alright, you understand? Boom, I'm sitting down, I'm vibing, you understand? I'm still working over some shit, but I'm sitting down vibing. You know, I'm just vibing. I see Shorty pacing all around my crib, bro. You understand? Because you already know when you kick a Shorty, you understand? She start walking behind your eye view, you understand? Some shit like she walking into the bathroom trying to sit on the toilet bowl. You understand? She walking in the kitchen or some shit doing this and that. I'm like, bro, stop walking around my crib, bro. You trespassing, nigga. Like, you understand? Like, this is not your stay one motherfucking day, bro. Keep your ass one place, my nigga. You understand? I don't trust you at all, bro. Like, you understand? So, you understand? Because it's like, bro, she go sit in the bathroom and try to fuck up the toilet bowl. Like, you understand? Some shit, like, some bitches will do some petty shit like that, bro. She'll, you understand, go in the bathroom and try to put some shit to clog up the toilet bowl. So when you see she leave, the toilet bowl all clog up. You understand? Or some shit, you understand? So, just to sabotage a nigga, bro. You understand? So then, morning time reach, you understand? Boom. Went to sleep, morning time reach was nothing. So, no, tell me why we sleeping, bro. We sleeping or some shit, right? And she started coughing, you understand? Because she been sick. You understand? So she started coughing, bro. Tell me why I ended up waking up in the middle of the night, bro. 2 hours I was like from sleeping, bro. I peeped Shorty coughing on me, bro. I'm sleeping here, bro. Shorty right here, bro. She looking at me on her phone, bro. She, Larry, I'm like, bro, the fuck, you can't cough over there? Like, yes, so I wake up. I said, bet you coughing on me, cuz. Then I wake up, I started coughing. Yes, I'm like, bet you cough on me, cuz. Like, you trying to get me sick, nigga, what the fuck? So I said, all right, bet. So I just woke up and then I started working out because I know, like, bro, you understand? You ever start getting sick, bro? And you feel like, you know, like you got the sniffles or some shit. That's like 2 days ago, my nigga. So, you know, I'm good now. So, you ever start getting sick, bro, work out, bro. Like, do exercises, lift some weights, do push-ups. Just sweat it over your body. You understand? So that's what I did. I sweated over my body. And then, you understand, morning time came and was not on. So I said, Shorty, I seen you coughing on me last night, bro. He's like, oh, no, I didn't do that. I wasn't trying to cough on you. I was coughing another. I said, you stupid ass bitch. I know you be plotting on me, cuz. I know you want to see me lose, cuz. Like, ever since I met you, cuz, she didn't like the way a nigga dress. She didn't like the way a nigga talk. You understand? She didn't like the food niggas buying, bro. I'm buying Jamaican food, Haitian food, all that. She saying, oh, I don't like these places. My homeboy know better places. I'm like, bitch, why the fuck you keep comparing me to this nigga, bro? You understand? This nigga in a shelter, bro. You understand? What fuck you comparing me to this nigga for, bro? So now, you understand? I've been dealing with all of that, bro. I've been dealing with all of that, bro. Shorty just been talking shit. You understand? Ever since I met her. You understand? Nothing was ever good enough for her, bro. You understand? And then too, she was like, any nigga she date gotta pay all the bills, bro. She ain't gotta pay shit, bro. Her money is her money. She gonna spend it on her. She gonna spend it on taking her homeboy out, my nigga. That's what she told me. She finna spend her money on taking her homeboy out. So I'm like, bro. The craziest part is, bro, when I first met this girl, bro, she told me she wanted a BBL. This is like 2 days after me and her was in the motel chilling out together, bro. She told me that she want to get a BBL, and she told me that she want me to spend 5 bands. I don't even know, shorty, bro. She want me to spend 5 bands, my nigga, to get her a BBL, bro. Crazy in it. But that's not even the craziest part, bro. She said when she get her BBL, bro, she finna become a scripper. You understand? So she say she finna go start scripting and some shit. And then she say when she start scripting, bro, you understand what's not? She going to fuck the nigga that got the most bread, bro. Who ever paying for her car. You understand? And then she said, me? I gotta get kicked to the curb. I said, I look at Shorty. I said, bitch, I could kick you over right now. Like, we in a hotel, girl. I could kick your ass over right now, cuz. You talking stupid right now, cuz. Like, what the fuck? Second day I'm at her, cuz. Talking stupid. You understand? Bro, Shuddy was like, oh, this not, I'll kill you for my homeboy, for real. You understand? First day I met her, cuz, like, this bitch dick riding like crazy, cuz. You understand? So, I'm like, damn, shawty weird as hell, bro. You understand? Then she got a disability check because she talked to herself, you understand? But she thinks she normal, my nigga. You not normal, my nigga. You weird. Like, the fuck? Like, you weird, nigga. I really only talked to your ass because you understand? Because you was driving, my nigga. You understand? Your homeboy really only chill around you because you driving a 2022 Honda. Like, what the fuck? Like, and I ain't even all that, nigga. Like, I have Beamers, Dodge Chargers. Like, the fuck you talking about, bro? I was like, bro, I just got out of jail. I just fucking with your ass right now, cuz, like, I really be out there on some raw shit, cuz. Like, what you talking about? So, nah, you understand? What, like, bro, I would tell you, bro, Shawty was weird, but, like me, I'm a nigga. If I got a goal, I'm gonna stick to my plan, cuz, you understand? I'm gonna play my part, you understand? So I've been playing my part because I know I was in the motel. So when you say I got my crib, I was like, bro, I don't need to play my part no more, my nigga. You understand? I don't need to play my part. Like, her use was, you understand, like unneeded at that point. You understand? And was not something because she finna start working. Soon as she start working, it was not with the daughter ass organization. She finna be working all around the clock. You understand? So I still was letting Shawty's chill out. I was like, bro, like you just pay 400, bro. You understand? I'ma cover 800, bro. You just pay 400 or whatever. So you understand? Because I'ma still get my goals regardless. But you understand? Like you can start targeting your shit. You understand? She just play off of herself, my nigga. You understand? So now I wake up in the morning. You understand? And then I said, damn, this nigga ain't, her phone died because, you understand, her charger was in the car, so her phone died. You understand? So I end up calling her homeboy or texting my homeboy. I said, yo, cuz, like, I called her, he didn't pick up. I sent her a text. I said, yo, cuz, like, you on the way? Because, you understand, it's almost to go to work, cuz, you understand, chewing still. I don't know where Shawty gonna be at work. Ain't nobody finna be in my crib. So Brody ended up texting back right after that. So Brody's like, oh, he just woke up or whatever, so and so, but he gotta go to work. And when he go to work, he gotta take care of some errands. And when he take care of his errands, then he finna slide too. So I'm like, hold on, you said you only need to use the car until tomorrow morning. But it sounds like you bringing the car back at tomorrow evening, my nigga. I'm like, bro, I fuck with this nigga, cuz. I fuck with this nigga, cuz. This nigga, bro, listen, cuz. You gotta respect a nigga game, cuz. You gotta respect a nigga game. You can't really hate on no nigga game, cuz. If a nigga fuck your bitch, cuz. You understand? Get that nigga eat props, cuz. Get that nigga eat trophy, cuz at the end of the day, cuz, look at that. That just open more doors for more hearts for you, my nigga. You understand? That's all it means, cuz. Like, don't call these hoes, cuz. If she ain't moving right, she ain't acting right, she not man for you, she not loyal to you, she not loyal to the program. You understand? So, bro, that's just what it was, cuz she was never loyal to the program. She was loyal to Brody program, but Brody don't want her, cuz. Brody told all her peoples that he don't want her, cuz, but she swear think he love her. You understand? So I'm like, damn, that nigga know how to play. He part two. Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, cuz, like, shit. Her use was over with because now I'm in the crib, so I ain't really in survival mode no more. I'm cultivating now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shawty leave. So now, whatever song, so, flipping, Brody said, boom, he finna come to whatever song, get. I said, all right, bet. You understand? So, Fluent Booty pull up, you understand what's not. She got all her stuff, she put it in the whip, you understand? Then they laughed. Then I started to step out to go do my shopping now. You understand? I said, all right, she gone. I locked my door, you understand? I said, man, let me go on Publix to go do my shopping. So I started looking around, you understand? I started getting my little water, food, joy, you understand? Stuff like that, you understand? I started going online, getting my, capture card, you understand? My keyboard for my YouTube screen, my curtain and stuff like my shower. Like, I started getting my essentials because I been couldn't get my shit, you understand? I just told Shuddy to get it so that way I wouldn't have to go there and get it. I could just give her the bread when she came back for it. You understand? Shuddy stupid. So tell me why when I walked outside of my crib, I seen her shoes was still there, some shit. So I said, bro, why the hell the bitch leave her shit? Cause you understand here, cause like she trying to double back or some shit. Like doubling back around here, bro. Like this is the fourth time, cause after the fourth time, you probably think I'm a, you understand? Like you probably think I'm a gook cut. Like, you understand? I'm like, bro, I really only let you slide. Cause I've been cut off like 3, 4 times when she tried to do some stupid shit like that, cut. But I let her come back because I know it's like, bro, I needed wheels to get around, you understand? So boom, I let her come back. But it's like, bro, I'm in my crib, cuz, like, you understand? I could make it to and from, like, regardless with the old true, cuz anything go true, I got my peoples right here who finna come and get me, cuz, you understand? Some shit like, what the hell? Like, I'm good. So now, whatever, you understand? I end up texting Brody. I said, yo, cuz, like, tell her to come back and get her shit, cuz as soon as I come from doing my shopping, my nigga, and I see her shit there, my nigga, I'm throwing that shit in the trash, cuz. Like, better tell Shawty get all of her belongings off of my property, nigga. This shit, she like loitering, like, you understand, like littering or some shit, cuz, like, you understand, like she breaking the law, my nigga. So boom, you understand what's not? Brody said, yeah, she finna drop him off to work because he late or whatever. I said, all right, cool, cuz take care, love, like, you understand? And then when I ended up coming back to the crib, I seen time I came back from my shopping, she ended up coming back to the crib to go there and get her little shoe or whatever, some sort of that that she left there, and then she went on her way. You understand? Then I went on my way. Well, hey, that's why I tell you, bro. If you don't like the way someone treats you, someone act around you, the way they talk to you, nigga, and what's not, and then two, if you got something that's important to you and they don't value what you got or what you trying to do for yourself, and they steady hating on you, cause for no reason, cut that shit out, nigga. You don't need that, my boy. Everybody is a king. Everybody is a queen, bro. You are in charge of your own destiny, my nigga. So why should you settle for less? That's what I'm saying, bro. Never settle for less, my nigga. You understand? Because I guarantee you, the moment you settle for less is the moment you lose part of yourself. But hey, that's the word from the king. You understand? I'm what's not masculine PR, dog. Personal relations. I'm prop here in real estate. So we finna get to that soon. On God.